I know what you're thinking. There's Cheaper Jeeper TV laying down on the job. And you're right, because the job in this video is to make this the Cheaper Jeeper TV sleeping camping platform design number 2.1.1. And the 2.1 is changing this piece of the sleeping platform into a 60-40 split option. And the other 0.1, well, that's inspired by Lenny. If you want to learn more, stick around. Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. In last week's video, I introduced the Cheaper Jeeper TV sleeping camping platform design number 2. And there were a lot of positive comments left by viewers. In fact, a couple of people requested that I show how to make this into a 60-40 split for people who want to carry a passenger and still have the sleeping camping platform. Now, in last week's video, I kept it simple, just the two pieces, the rear cargo area and then the front piece. And I wanted to just keep it simple for people who wanted that option. But there are people who want the 60-40 split. In fact, when I go up north fishing with my friends up to the Algoma region, I usually have 3 people in the Jeep, and I'd require the 60-40 split anyway. So that's why in this video we'll do that, and then I'll share with you Lenny's inspiration for another adaptation to this design. So I'll have up on the screen here the dimensions to cut this piece, and then all you have to do is cut this piece into those dimensions, and that gives you the 60-40 split. But as you can see in this part of the video right here, we have to add a lip to the 60% section so that when we want to attach the 40% piece, it rests on the lip of the back cargo piece and then on the lip of the 60% section. Now the 40% piece just has this one leg that'll support it, and then it'll rest on the lip, but the 60% piece has a new leg that is right over here, as you can see on the screen. So that is a 10-inch threaded pipe. They come in that measure, and it fits in this location, and it rests on the edge of the cup holder down at the bottom. Now this is the Rubicon X. If you have the full cup holders, you may have to adjust the height of that pipe or move the location of the foot. So where the 40% piece rests on the lip of the 60% piece and the rear cargo piece, I have holes drilled through with a T-nut on the underside of all those holes, and I use these flat connecting bolts that go into the hole and bolt the pieces together. This makes sure that everything stays in place and doesn't slip apart. Now, when we were camping last weekend, Lenny was crawling around in the morning and ended up crawling in the front seat on top of some bags because he wanted to see what was happening around in the campsite. I thought he deserves his own little platform, and so that's the motivation in the 2.1.1 version of the design. We have the design of a platform to go across the front of the 2 seats. I cut this crazy shape into 1/2-inch plywood, and then I wrapped some auto carpet around and just stapled it around the back along the edges. The carpeting protects the dash and the leather seats as I move them forward to pressure fit it into position. So what do you think, Lenny? Do you like it? Not only does it give Lenny a platform, but it gives us a platform to rest some extra bags and things like that. So we could put things underneath that platform or on top of the platform, or as Lenny enjoys it, it's his pet platform. And it's only 1/2-inch plywood because it's not intended for adults to be sleeping on, and so a 1/2-inch would be good enough and not as heavy as 3/4 inch. And when it's time to drive, the 1/2-inch piece of plywood just fits nicely underneath the cushions and it's not even noticeable. So I don't know, what do you think about that pet platform there? I haven't seen very much of that online, so this is maybe a Cheaper Jeeper TV first. Here's the measurements from my rough cut. I didn't have time to polish this and even things out because Canadian Thanksgiving is just around the corner, but it's certainly a place to start and it's working well so far. You'll have to come back for future videos to see how it works out in the field. So I hope that you found that interesting, and if you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care.